Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Shah Sir Classes and Evershine Coaching Center. I am Shah Faisal Sir here. My dear students, today I am going to discuss about class 10th mathematics important questions for ICSE board as per the reduced syllabus. Chapter name Linear Inequations. Okay, so here in this session we are going to cover the important questions related to this chapter of linear inequations for ICSE board. Before we could start the important questions, just first let me have the overview of this entire chapter so that it will be very much helpful for you people to solve the problems related to this chapter. As we know that the signs of inequality, okay, can you name them? Which are the signs of inequality? Signs of inequality. Okay, I just want you all have to copy down the notes along with the explanation. Okay, so in an inequation, if you see the signs like less than, greater than, less than or equal to, or greater than or equal to, so these signs we call it as signs of inequality. Then we have different types of inequality. We have different types of inequality. Can you name them? Yes, students, can you name the different types of inequality? So let me discuss in detail. Option 1, we have numerically or numerical inequality. The first type of inequality is numerical inequality. What do you mean by numerical inequality? Simple. An equality which does not involve any variable. In equality, if there is no variable or if doesn't consist of any variable, then such a equality we called as numerical inequality. For example, just if you see the constants like numbers, only numbers are there, no variable. Variable means unknowns like x, y, z, these are all called as unknowns. That is variable. Here in numerical inequality we don't have any variable. Example like 4 is greater than 2, or 8 is less than 21, or 5 is greater than 9. Are you getting my point? So this type of inequality we call it as numerical inequality. In second case we have literal inequality. In the second case we have literal inequality. What do you mean by literal inequality? An inequality which have variables. Okay, in this equality we have variables. Such a equality we call it as literal inequality. Example, let me say x is less than 7, y is greater than or equal to 8. Okay, x minus y is less than or equal to 4. So this type of equality we call it as literal inequality. And third case, in the third case we have the next type of inequality, that is strict inequality. Strict inequality. What is strict inequality? An inequality which have only less than or greater than. If the inequality, if it has only less than or greater than, that is called as strict inequality. Example, x is less than 9, x is less than 10, x is greater than 7. Such a equality we call it as strict inequality. Is this clear? And next is slack inequality. The next case is slack inequality. What is slack inequality? An equality which have only greater than or equal to or less than or equal to. Okay, if you see the symbols, if equality consists of greater than or equal to or less than or equal to, such a equality we called as slack inequality. Example, x is greater than or equal to 5, okay, or y is greater than or equal to 4, or x is less than or equal to 10, such a equality we call it as slack inequality. And I hope you have understood. So different types of inequality: numerical inequality, literal inequality, strict inequality, and slack inequality. So these are the different types of inequalities. Now let me study the new topic. Let me study here linear inequality. Okay, now we are going to study which equality? Linear inequality. Linear inequality. What do you mean by linear inequality? See children, very interesting. An inequality is said to be linear when you can call as equality as linear. Can you tell me? If remember, if each variable, okay, if each variable occurs in first degree, each variable occurs in first degree only. In that case, what happens? There is no term involving. There is no term involving, okay, the product of the variables. The product of the variables. Such a equality we called as linear inequality. Remember, if each variable occurs in the first degree, each variable occurs in where variable is occurring in the first degree only, and there is no term, we cannot see any term over there, okay, the product of the variables. Let me take example: ax plus b less than or equal to 0, or you can take one more example: ax plus by plus c greater than 0, or you can take ax is less than or equal to 4. Such a equality we call it as linear inequality. Here you can see, here variable occurs in the first degree. Here variable occurs in the first degree. Are you getting? And there is no term is involving over there. There is no term is involving. So the product of the variable is called as linear inequality. Now an inequality in one variable in which degree of variable is 2. If degree of variable is 2, instead of degree of variable is 1, or if it is first degree, then it is linear. If it is second degree, okay, let me to write here once: an inequality in one variable, in inequality in one variable in which degree of variable is 2. If the degree of variable is 2, then such a equality we call it as quadratic inequality. Quadratic inequality. Example: ax square plus bx plus c is less than or equal to 0, or you can take 3x square plus 2x is less than or equal to 0. Are you getting? So such a equality we call it as quadratic inequality. As you can see here, this is the variable. If is nothing is there, means we can assume 1 is there. Okay, here this is the variable. If you can see the power, or if you can see the degree of this variable, if it is 2, then such a equality we called as quadratic inequality. If the variable degree is 1, or if it consists of the first degree, then it is called as linear inequality. Are you getting my point? So this is the difference between linear inequality and quadratic inequality. Okay, just you have to remember one thing: if the degree of the variable is 1, linear inequality; if the degree of the variable is 2, then it is quadratic inequality. Okay, so linear inequality in one variable. Okay, in this chapter we are discussing about one variable. Any doubts? Is this clear? Good. And I hope you know about this one topic. Okay, this is the last topic of this chapter what we are going to study. that is facts for operation. Okay, some important properties are there, some important facts are there. Which are those? What is the first property? On transposing a positive term from one side, if you transfer any positive term from one side, okay, in an inequation to the other side, then what happens? It becomes negative. If positive term, if you are shifting to the other side, then it becomes negative. Okay, same way, if you transfer any negative term to the positive to the other side, then it becomes positive. If any positive term, if you are shifting to the other side, it becomes negative. If any negative term, if you are shifting to the other side, then it becomes positive. So this is the second property. And third property is, if each term of an inequation is multiplied or divided by same positive number, then the sign of the inequality remains the same. Whether you take example A and B, if you multiply any term with here and any term with here, then this both will be same. Okay, if you multiply any inequation, if you are multiplying any inequation with any number, so what you get the solution here, similarly even you get the solution here also same. For example, let you take, if A is less than B, okay, if you are multiplying or dividing, if you are multiplying or dividing, if you are multiplying or dividing, what happens? As you can see here, if each term of an inequation is multiplied or divided by the same positive number, then the sign of inequality remains same. As you can see, the sign remains same. So this is your third property. And fourth property is, if each term of an inequation is multiplied or divided by the same negative number, then the sign of the inequality is reversed. If you are multiplying, let you take, the question is A, okay, is less than B. Now I am multiplying A with C. Okay, if I am multiplying A with minus C and multiplying B with minus C, then what happens? The sign will get reversed. Okay, similarly A by minus C, B by minus C, the sign will get reversed. Instead of less than, it becomes greater than. Okay, if each term of an inequation is multiplied or divided by the same negative number, if you multiply or divide, then the sign will be reversed. It will become opposite to that. If it is less than, it becomes greater than. If it is greater than, then it becomes lesser than. Is this clear? Good. So next property is, if sign of each term on both the sides of an inequation is changed, the sign of the inequality gets reversed. If sign of each term on both the sides of an inequation is changed, if you are changing here any one sign, here also if you are changing any one sign, then what happens? The sign will get reversed. Instead of less than, it becomes greater than. If sign of each term on both the sides of an inequation is changed, instead of plus 2, if you make it as minus 2, instead of minus 3, instead of 2, let me say like this, instead of 2, if you are reversing as minus 2, instead of minus 3, if you are reversing as plus 3, then what happens? The sign will get reversed. Instead of less than, it becomes greater than. Instead of 2, if you reverse the sign, instead of minus 3, if you reverse the sign, what happens? The sign will get reversed. The sign will get reversed. Instead of greater than, it becomes lesser than. If 2 is becoming minus 2 or minus 3 is becoming plus 3, then what happens? Instead of greater than, it becomes lesser than. So these are the important facts or the properties related to this chapter, linear inequations. I hope the concepts are clear for you all. Very good. My dear students, I am going to stop this session here. Okay, in the next part, we are going to solve the multiple choice based type questions. Okay, we will be solving, it's a kind of a last revision for you people, the last minute revision for all the chapters we are covering here. Okay, as you know very well, you are going to face tomorrow your upcoming board exam, right? Tomorrow you are going to face your board exam. For that reason, we are doing the last minute revision. So hope this video is very helpful for you all and interesting. If you like this class, do not forget to click the like button And yet if you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel Shah Sir Classes, kindly do subscribe it and share as much as possible with your all friends, classmates, school groups, friends groups, etc. Share this information with everyone, so let they also get an opportunity to learn with Faisal sir, and along with that score a very good marks in your upcoming board exam. Okay, comment below how was this class and what video you want to make me next. In the next session we are going to solve the problems related to this chapter. Take care, all the best of luck.